Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hi there folks, welcome to a little vlog for a bit of a change. Used to do these all the time, haven't done one for ages, and those astute of you will see that I'm using this little mic that I bought. I did mention it on a few of my Let's Plays somewhere through Arcania. I changed the mic. I was using just a standard Turtle Beach headset mic, Bluetooth, and it sounded like I was in the depths below, and I really wanted to invest in a decent microphone. So there it is in all its glory, although you can probably only see the top of it. It's a USB, well, it spells like Rode, but it's actually called a Red microphone. It must be Scandinavian or something. And it's been a real treat using it. The quality's fantastic. Hopefully you'll see the benefit of this vlog, because if you listen to some of the old vlogs, it's just the camcorder sound that I used. So there should be a significant difference as long as I manage to sync this with this. And I'm not out of sync like the guy from Police Academy way back in the day. So I just wanted to have a bit of a chinwag and a chat to you all. Firstly, I want to say thank you so much for everyone who's been feeding back to me and watching the videos. Arcania has been a massive hit. I'm not stupid enough to think that it's a massive hit because of me. I realise that it's a massive hit because nobody else posted any footage up on YouTube of that particular game. When I started posting it up direct from the PlayStation, I think nobody had put any footage up. I tried finding it and couldn't, which is why I posted it up in the first place, and it got so many. I think the first video that I put up, or one of the first ones, got over 8,000 hits. I mean, it's just obscene amounts of hits for my tiny little channel that is what it is. Just me having a bit of fun. I don't monetize my channel, so if you see any adverts popping up, it's because I've got one of these sort of YouTube warning things where it's the music's someone else's rights from the game or whatever, and they've monetized it. So I do this purely for fun, purely to interact with fellow gamers and all you awesome people. So I hope you're enjoying it. I love the sound of my own voice, clearly. I love doing the... when I started this channel, I said I wasn't going to do Let's Plays, and I changed my tune simply, I think, through the reaction from Arcania. Playing through it, I was really enjoying wittering away. When I posted the first ones up, I hadn't put any commentary with it. And I thought, well, if I'm going to... I had so many questions from people, I thought it'd be worthwhile just doing the commentary and answering some of the questions more directly. And as I did it, I just kind of fell in love with chit-chatting while I was playing, so I carried on with the open gameplay, as I called it. And now we've moved on to Witcher 3, which I've called a Let's Play because that's what it is. So Arcania I finished, so anyway, a massive thank you to everybody for watching that. And I finished recording it a good couple of weeks ago when I was on holiday, and I used that time to start the Witcher Let's Play. So although you're just seeing the finale of Arcania, I finished it a good few weeks ago. Obviously, there's the Fall of Satarif, which is the DLC. I will do it if enough people want to see it. I needed a bit of a break from Arcania. I was really looking forward to playing The Witcher, so I wanted to move on to it anyway. Yeah, great. Big thanks for that, for everyone that's fed back to me and given me loads of positive feedback about my ramblings. And it's nice to know that there's people out there that enjoy spending that time with me and communicating with me about the games and have fun with me. We have moved on to The Witcher 3, as you can see from the Let's Plays. Obviously, it's not going to get as many hits as Arcania does. There's a million people that are doing Let's Plays on Witcher 3. You guys are the reason that... the Arcania has brought me a large audience for that particular game, but the people that matter to me are the people that stick around from this point on, obviously. When you start a YouTube channel, you inevitably end up with a big core of people right at the beginning who are friends, who are people that are being nice, they're giving you some subscriptions so that, you feel kind of wanted. But there's a high likelihood that those people aren't going to sit and watch your channel. So it's at times like this where I've had an opportunity with a game like Arcania where a lot of people who wouldn't normally have been drawn to my channel have been drawn to it. So it's the people that stick around from this point on that I know are genuinely interested in what I'm rambling about and what I'm going to be doing next. And those are the people that will really matter to me carrying on doing the channel. So if it's 10 people or 10 people a video, that's awesome for me. If there's 10 people out there that want to see me even if it's two, if there's a regular hit of those people wanting to listen to me and watch me play along, that's all I'm looking for from the channel. Other people with the same interests as me and who like having a laugh and who enjoy those sort of games. And yeah, so thank you guys for all those people who are going to stick around. For all those people who watched, thank you as well. And we move on to bigger and brighter things with the new gen and hopefully shinier games. Arcania is quite an old one now. So I have a little plan in my head. It's not much of one, but there it is. So I'm going to run you through it. Now, Arcania, we've just finished. Possibly I'll do the Fall of Satarif, but not anytime soon. I've got other things that I want to play, so I will crack on with other things for now. But this one we've done and dusted for now. Okay, so that part of the plan's done. We are on with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Now, this has been... I started recording this immediately after I finished recording Arcania a couple of weeks ago, so I have recorded 13... Well, it's 14 episodes. The part 13 becomes a 13A, a 13B, and there will be a 13C once I record it. So... this is now, I think I've posted up about 7 at this point, so you've still got a big lump to come of that. I had decided consciously that I was going to stop doing, it's kind of a reverse of what I said I was going to do in the first place. I've decided not to carry on doing all the side stuff on camera, and I'm going to start reverting to the story because A, it's holding me back not doing the story, and B, I think it's more interesting now that we've got that many episodes that I think people will be drawn more to watch a story rather than me just running around in the woods. It's becoming not very interesting, and I need to get the character leveled up so that we can do more of the fun stuff like fighting the big beasts and all that sort of stuff. So from part 12, which will be coming in a number of days, part 12 is a story-driven... No, it's not. Part 13, sorry, is a story-driven recording, and I've split it. The story ones will probably be split into 3 anyway, just like I've done before, because they can be quite long. So there's a 13A and a 13B, and there will be a 13C to see that part of the story done. So I think I'll only record the story parts now for The Witcher, which will hopefully keep it more interesting for everybody. So that's on the go, and that will keep going, but I will stick to the story, and everything else that I do, I'll do off camera. And that'll help me level up and then be able to do the really cool stuff with you on camera. And I also have Batman Arkham Knight. Now, I have played the first maybe couple of hours of this, and don't get me wrong, this is an awesome game. It's really good. I was a bit disappointed because it is so Batmobile heavy. I know there's been a huge divide in who's liked it and who's loved it. I like it. I'm not loving it as much as I loved Arkham City when I first got that, and I think it is definitely because of the Batmobile. It's forcing you constantly to use the Batmobile, and that in itself isn't necessarily a bad thing for the puzzles and everything, but Arkham City is suddenly full of tanks. I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tanks for the Batmobile to blow up. It's like it's all right, I'm going to use the word realistic. We're talking about a man in a bat suit, you know, but but you know what I mean. It's become so about shooting tanks in the Batmobile that it's lost a little something for me. Having said all that, it's still a fantastic looking game. All of the mechanics of flying, of not being in the car are still there. The puzzle parts were really fun. I did the whole chemical section, the chemical plant section at the beginning was brilliant, really cool. So anyway, that aside, I will be playing that. I'm almost definitely going to be doing it as a Let's Play. So you can look forward to that one for the channel. I'm not sure when yet. There's 2 things going on in my mind at the minute. I was playing Fallout Shelter, which is a little mobile game that they launched at E3 in the run-up to Fallout 4 coming at the end of the year. And I randomly started playing. I downloaded it ages ago, and I'm not a big fan of mobile games. And for whatever reason, I decided to give it a go the other day. And oh my god, it is so addictive, that game. And it's all about you're an overseer of one of the vaults. And, well, you create your own vault, and you're the overseer of it. And you have to build it and draw more people to it and take care of the people there and fight off raiders, and it's really, really, really good fun. I would pay top dollar to have that game on a console or on a PC so that I've got a bigger screen. In fact, I'm half of my. I mean, if I it's probably the first time I've ever wished I had an iPad so that I had a bigger screen to play it on, because I really need to go to Specsavers, people. I can't read anything that's beyond a certain level now. I just can't do it. So I'm really struggling to zoom in close enough to what I need to see for that game. But it's so addictive. But as a kind of a side point to XCOM, I had never. This is probably the best game I've never finished. XCOM Enemy Unknown. It's so addictive, and it has a lot of those elements that the Fallout Shelter has with regards to building your facility. It has even more advanced stuff where you can do research and you can build all sorts of tech lab type stuff. So it kind of got me back in the frame of mind of XCOM Enemy Unknown. And as I sat and played about an hour and half of it last night just to get a feel for it again. And I'm almost definitely going to do a playthrough, possibly a Let's Play, probably a little bit more editing in this one, because I think it could become a bit people watching me in menus and shuffling things around. So I will do a lot of editing on this one to try and make it not quite so slow as it can be when you're trying to figure out your strategies for doing stuff, because I think it's a really interesting game for people to see played if they've never played it. And I think a lot of people never played this game because it wasn't a first person or third person type game. It's a strategy game, so when you go into an area, you're in command of a troop, a unit, and you get so many moves, and the enemy are coming at you with their moves, and it's really, I can't stress enough how good this game is. And it's one of those games because people die in this game, your team die in this game a lot. And well, they do when I play it, and you always feel cut up when it happens. You know, especially when you've spent time working on them and stuff, and they've got them really uber, and then they suddenly die in a battle, and you're like, oh, there's actually like a room, like a memorial screen you can go to and look at all your people you lost and everything. I'm definitely going to do a Let's Play on this. I think if people haven't played this game before, it would be really cool for them to see it, and I think it would probably draw you into it. My son tells me actually that this is going to be possibly, there's rumour that this is going to come to Vita as well, which would be quite a big thing for the Vita players. Terrific game. Anyway, so that's another one I've got interested. The other thing, although this is not the box obviously, because Dishonored PS3 is another game I've tried 3 times to finish. And something about Dishonored, I don't know what it was with Dishonored, I just couldn't. It took me 3 attempts to play it properly, and when I finally played it, for whatever reason, I got to think it was the last level, and I never ever went back and finished the level. I think something happened, or the games came along, new gen was happening, all sorts of things were going on, and I never got around to finishing it. So there is now, as you may or may not know, Dishonored Remastered, which is coming out, I think it's August, really soon, pretty sure it's next month, and I'm almost definitely going to be getting it as a remastered version, play it on the PS4 and do a Let's Play on it, because I think it's not so open that you can't keep it quite linear, and I think it's a great one for a Let's Play because you can't really wander off too far. You get little side missions, but it is pretty linear, even though you get areas to run around in, and it's very stealthy, and it's very, well, you can play it less stealthily, but there's repercussions to that, as I found out when I reached the last level. Won't go into it and spoil it at this point. But you have to think about what it is you're going to do. If you're going to stab everybody in the face, I think there's a trophy for not killing anyone in the whole playthrough, which is, I mean, I don't know how anyone's managed it, but they have. So I think Deus Ex had a similar trophy. So anyway, it's one of those games I wanted to really fall in love with, and I never did. So I'm hoping that the remastered version will kind of spring it back into life for me. I think it's only 25 quid as well from Amazon, so I'm going to get that pre-ordered, and that's most definitely something we're going to be happening next month. And I haven't quite decided yet at the point of recording this as to whether I'll put any fancy gameplay footage behind this vlog. I think I might just keep it as a little chinwag like this. So there you are. So there's my plans for the channel at this point. I'm not one of these people that can play multiple games at the same time if they're very similar. I'm hoping by doing something like Witcher and XCOM, for example, that I can post up pieces of those on a daily basis. I would like the channel to be a daily thing, so I would like to be able to post episodes of something up for you, or vlog, or all those sort of things. I did enjoy doing the E3 sort of reaction videos where I wasn't on camera. I was just talking into the mic over the videos that they had launched at E3. So little things like that. I think they got quite a lot of hits as well, probably because they had E3 in the title. But I really enjoyed doing those. The mics kind of sprung things into life for me because I do feel like the videos and the commentaries are coming across as more professional, clearer, and nicer for people to listen to. And I think that's it. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to ramble on about today. It was quite a long, long little ramble. Well, you know what I'm like. Can't shut me up. So thank you, everybody who's watched and enjoyed. And hopefully for all those people that are going to stick around and see what I do from now on and are enjoying The Witcher and are going to join me on these crusades of the games I've just laid before you. I look forward to it. Thank you again, and it's been an honour and a privilege to do this video for you, and I will see you all soon. You guys take it easy. Bye.